Shout out Caleb Downs for doing that. And yeah, he also talked about communication. He said Caleb Downs was that communication on the defense, obviously, because Caleb did so much for us, obviously, and yeah, he talked about Jalen McClain trying to be that guy, and we got a deep group at safety, but it's more or less like trying to figure out where we can hide our disguises, where we play people the most. That's just how spring ball works. But I do think we have a deep safety room, a deep secondary. But especially the safeties, bro. We got like 4 or 5 people that could play in this if they wanted to. I just think that's very important, bro, because obviously Caleb Downs is a missing piece, but we got a guaranteed guy, Jalen McClain. Earl Little, we're hearing about Terry Moore and Leroy Roker is in that battle as well. So it's kind of like we got 5 guys that fill up these like 2 3 spots in the starters. So I just think that's something to look forward to, bro. Because Roker took some crazy steps the past couple years, bro. And this is a guy that like I remember first day of spring ball, he got up in front of everybody and basically it was like the outro or something like that. He basically just hyped up the team and talked them out of it. And this is a guy that's like what his third year. Really hasn't seen the field that much. I remember last year he got burned on one of the end zone plays for a touchdown at the end of the game. I was a little mad at that. But you can't win them all. But yeah, shout out Roker, bro. I heard he was going crazy in the weight room. Jalen McClain even said that Roker pushed him in the weight room. So yeah, shout out Roker, man. I really hope he can find something in his offense or something in his defense to play for. And yeah, hopefully he wins this position battle. Even though Terry Moore's right there, that was like a all ACC, All American, or whatever they call it, All Conference when he was healthy. But Terry Moore was injured last year, I think towards ACL or something like that. So he's just trying to get back in the groove of things while he's in this position battle with Roker. So just seeing that play out, seeing what can happen during the spring, summer, and eventually in the fall, bro. See what we can get out the safety room. VJ, how we feeling about the safety room?
Confident in it, to be honest with you. Even
Really?
though, like, obviously, there's like a lot of unknown with the other guys, especially the transfers.
Yeah.
Um, I'm confident in it, honestly. I mean, I just feel like I don't know. I just kind of feel like Earl Little. I mean, the way I seen it, the first guy to earn his black stripe, I'm pretty sure when I first saw it, I was
Yeah.
like, that's
Yeah.
cool. So I was like, all right. I mean, you got to be good in some way, shape, or form. Terry Moore, I still haven't seen nothing about him, but in due time, eventually. It's got to work somehow, some way. You can't just be. I mean, you just said it. He was fucking what you said, all conference and fucking what
All
the ACC.
conference. Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to translate somehow. So, I'm confident in it. It might be a sneaky good group, but yeah, we got to see.
Six.
I mean, the only thing I want to touch up a little bit is, with us, getting Caleb down. Caleb down is such an anomaly to this defense, and all I hope is with the players that's like, trying to fill in this spot. Hopefully, nobody's trying to like, yo, I need to play like Caleb Downs, or I need to, do something like he does. I hope they stick to them and just let the coaches figure out, hey, this is where you're good at. Don't try to be somebody who you're not. Like Caleb Down is that's what he does. Is that just we kind of try to compliment around him. So just like hopefully this spring practice, nobody's like, yo, if I'm trying to play, I need to be like Caleb Down. No, hopefully that's not what the players are doing. I'm pretty sure they're not, but still, you never know. Especially with people from high school, looking at college ball, who's playing at safety, who's that dominant safety. They all talk about Caleb Down. They start trying to look at his his fucking his tapes and like, yo, I need to do stuff like that. So it's like, hopefully everybody just sticking to what they're good at and just let the coaches figure out where they best belong. So. That's all I really want to touch upon.
Devin Sanchez said that Jalen McClain is the Caleb Downs replacement. So I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
But basically, even reporters asked Jalen McClain like, "Hey, did you have to take a step back in your gameplay to let Caleb do his thing?" It's kind of like one of them things where it's like, I think what's bro name that played with Troy Polamalu? He was basically like, "Hey, when you play with Troy, you play around him. You can't do whatever you want because he's gonna go like you just trust whatever he goes. If he tells you to cover his man's because he's gonna blitz from the secondary, bro, you just let it happen, bro. Or if he's playing up on the line, you let him go blitz. You let him do whatever. It's kind of one of them situations for Jalen McClain because I see the potential in McClain, bro. I think he can do exactly what not exactly what Caleb Downs did, but he talked about him being a leader now, him trying to step up into that role of being a vocal leader. He's not used to that, and things of that nature. But if there's anybody on this defense that I trust more, that I trust at all, or with the most confidence, is Jalen McClain. In my opinion, I think he can do something of what Caleb Downs did, and I'm very excited to see him and see what he can do, because it's basically like he had to play with one arm tied behind his back when he played with Caleb Downs. Like he couldn't go full crazy because Caleb Downs was him. Like you just listen to him, bro. You just sit back and let it happen, bro, and you just play your role as much as you can. So I'm really excited for that. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the expectations for the secondary is, bro, but it's just like there's a lot of pieces that we seen flashes of last year, and Caleb Downs was a shining star, and these linebackers was a shining star, but I don't know, from what I just like see and hear, it's just like, man, Devin Sanchez, Jalen McClain, Earl Little, these are all guys in secondary. Jermaine, we talking about a 3-4 year starter on this team, bro, coming back, and those are 4 pieces that I think, like, bro, those are 2 safeties and 2 cornerbacks that like I'm very confident in. So that's just one of them things I'm excited for, bro. Especially when it comes to that spring ball game, bro. I'm real excited to see what that entails. But keeping on Jalen McClain, I didn't know he had a little brother. He had a little brother that's at Tennessee right now, bro. I did not know that at all.
I did not know that either.
So shout out that, man. But he talked about Leroy Roker. We talked about that. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
His secondary.
The impact that Caleb had, it's like, you know, Ryan Day said it, you know, all the years that he spent here, he wished he could have done more with Caleb, you know, and it just
he
like
said I'm forever in debt to you.
Exactly.
That's
that
crazy,
you know how
bro.
much high praise you gotta, you know, what type of player, the type of
we won a national championship, bro.
Exactly. So it's like, you know, I just don't want the player to like, you know, Caleb with the impact that he did. Hopefully it doesn't end up choking us, you know, and I hope we don't work backwards. You know, it's like, hey, I'm not saying he laid the blueprint, but like, hey, you know, Caleb did his thing, but we need to move forward. Let's not try to mimic a player that you're not. So that's really one of those things. It's like, yo, you know, Caleb was such a star player. Everybody was just watching Caleb. You know, every broadcast you watch, you know, they were like always pointing out Caleb Downs. And I feel like obviously everybody want to be that star player, but sometimes, you know, I mean, football is a team sport, and sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and the game will just come to you. So, yeah, I digress.